Good morning, happy Sunday morning. Good evening to me. No, you couldn't hear me before because I just went on live and I was like, just let people come on because I usually sit here and wait for a bunch of people to come on. We won't have I don't know, maybe we will have quite a few people. I'm going to write a list for who's on right now, okay? I've been sleeping really odd times. DHHWL. I need to know your name, please. I can't call you that. Or a pseudonym or whatever. Sky's the limit. Hi. Hey, Joan. How are you? Happy Gemini new moon. Happy Gemini is new moon is. Yes, it is. It's actually at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, approximately today. So, and 11 a.m. for me tomorrow morning. Okay. How are you all feeling? I was super tired today, like super tired. Hi, Elaine. Really tired. Like, I haven't felt that tired for a while. Been having really odd sleep patterns. After I did last night's live, I went back to bed. Actually had a private reading to do, but I was like, no, it's not the energy for it. Sometimes people will book with me and they won't get their readings for a couple of weeks because I need to know it's the right time. And sometimes I'll do a reading immediately. It's like, yeah, the energy's good, it's good for it. And sometimes it's like weeks. So, yeah, I mean, that doesn't normally happen, but it's been a couple of weeks since this, a friend of mine booked a reading, but I just haven't done it yet. Hasn't been the right moment for them. Right. Let's have a look. Let's get into today's. I'm prepared to work again tomorrow. Do you have Sabai? What does that mean? All right. Okay. Do you have Sabai? I've been recovering from depression symptoms lately ever since my boss did. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at today's collective. I got a download last night and I shared it this morning. Well, I got a download and I shared it on this morning's live. So I'm going to share it again, okay? And it was from Hebrews, fucking sage, chapter 13, verse 6. And I literally got that. Hebrews 13, verse 6. And I literally, like I said, I literally got Hebrews 13:6 when I woke up. And I was like, what the hell? That's like crazy. That's super specific. So when I looked it up, it says, Hebrews 13, verse 6 is a powerful verse that reminds believers to trust in God's presence rather than feeling human opposition. Okay. It immediately follows 13:5, which encourages contentment and reminds readers of God's promise, I will never leave you, I will never forsake you, because God is always there to help. Believers are empowered to live without anxiety or fear or of what other people may do to them. Now, I think it was like a direct message to me, but I wanted to basically bring that forward to the collective. The Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? Okay, so that is your message today. Right. Hi, Divine Awakening Mother. Hi, Kalira Monstar. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at today's collective. Let's see what's here. I'm going to use the Shadows of Light deck, and let's see what Spirit wants to bring forward. If you can, if you can hear like noise in the background, there's like a soccer match down the road, and they have speakers, and it's just like it's quite far away, but it's like must be super loud where they actually are. Okay. Some of you may be having a challenge with intimacy. That came out, but I'm not going to that's not for everyone. So, Spirit, what's the main message for the collective today? Yes, and happy new moon in Gemini. We will be doing a new moon special tonight, okay? So make sure you don't miss that. We'll be looking at all the houses, okay? We'll be looking at all the houses, sun and rising, okay? Oh, fuck, let's get rid of that person. Oh, my God. And this is why I don't come on normally at this time of day, because there's so many spammers. We've got the card of perception in the reverse. So in the upright, this is about, you know, seeing things from, perhaps you've lived a certain way, certain habits, behaviors, patterns. And Spirit, in the upright, this is asking you to look at things from like your human self, your higher self, looking at your human self in a different perspective and going, okay, does my body really need that? Do I really need to do that thing? Do I really need to talk to that person? And in the reverse, this is like, maybe your intuition's a little bit off, or you're feeling a little bit like you can't make decisions, a bit foggy minded, a bit brain fog. So, you know, if you can't make decisions right now, don't make them, okay? So it's important that you get this upright and see things from all different perspectives. Other people's perspectives, your own perspective, from what you used to do before to what you do now. So, like right now, some of you may be feeling this like brain fog. So Spirit's asking you to, you know, get clear, basically, before you make decisions. I will be clarifying these. I'm going to open my bedroom door in a minute and get some aircon through this house. It's like 8:30 at night, 8:30, 8:20. Super hot, super hot. That's Bali for you. Okay. Next card, please, Spirit. So this is like not seeing. Perhaps you guys are not. This is the card of the dreamer as well, like imagining things from different perspectives. You know, seeing the bigger picture, getting more information, dreaming your world into being. It is perfect for a new moon, but this is in the reverse. The Spirit's saying to dream your world into being, and you know, think big, don't think small. And also, John is walking around on the sofa. He loves this time of night. He plays with his toy, and I give him a smacko, and he loves it, loves it. Okay, and now he's setting himself up. And yeah, believe in magic. Some of you don't believe in your own power. This is in the reverse. Some of you don't believe in the power of manifestation, or you've done it for so much, and what you've imagined to want to come in, what you've dreamt up to imagine what you want in your life manifested, hasn't come to pass. Some of you may be going, well, you know, it's not working, or it's not worked for so long. Why is it going to work now? Spirit's saying don't give up, because there's certain times that things happen. Perhaps it just wasn't the right time or the right situation. Something that is like meant for you will never pass you by, okay? So there's a need to believe more here. Believe more in the magic of the universe. Have more faith in what is meant for you will not pass you by, okay? And start dreaming your world into being. You are powerful, you are magic. Okay, some of you could be like wanting to learn tarot here, or some of you may be wanting to learn astrology or some type of divination. Some of you have started to have downloads or feeling ascension symptoms, and you may just brush it off as like, nah, that's not my intuition, but it is. So there's a need here to really, really believe more in how powerful you are, how magical and powerful you are. Anything else, Spirit, please? Intimacy and challenge. Yeah, this has come out again. Some of you may have a challenge with intimacy right now. I mean, that's obviously not for everyone. Or the relationship that you have with yourself, right? Not in a sexual way. When I'm talking about like the intimacy you have with your higher self, with your own mind, with your own soul and your spirit, like that may be a challenge right now, like we just talked about. So Spirit's asking you here to believe more in the power that you have, the power that you possess. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Be asked to look at that. Freedom, okay, in reverse. Some of you want to break free here, okay? And Spirit's asking you with the intention card in the upright to set an intention on what you want and to go for it, whether it be literal, whether it be a manifestation. Like, what do you have to lose here? Okay, that was your reading. We're going to go straight into the free reads. Desha is first. I'm going to put my aircon on, and I won't be a second. John, come on. Not there. Come on. Here, over here. Over Okay, come on, move out of the way. Go to bed, please. That's enough. All right, Desha, let's have a look at your question. Please don't put questions in the feed unless it's your turn, okay? What is it, Celine? Celine, I'll put you on the list shortly. Kritika, hi. Marissa, hi. Okay, Kelly, Kalira, Kai Lira. Okay, hold on a second, guys. What's the energy of Ray for me these days? Who is Ray to you? Let me know, please. Celine, hi. I'll put you on the list. Ali, hi. If you want to donate, guys, the PayPal link's below. You can go ahead and donate. You will be next in line. It's $5 US. As always, I won't be changing that price for a while. You're in a relationship. There you go. $5 US. Make sure you're changing it to the US, okay? Because it's on Australian dollars, so I can't change that. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at recent, past, present, future in regards to Ray, your relationship. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck for this question. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm using the Light Seers, but these can be for clarifying. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ali. All right. You will be next, Ali. Okay, there's something here about commitment or not having commitment or not being sure whether you want to commit yourself, or they're not sure, you're not sure, they're not sure. Let's have a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring forward. Okay. Let's give these a quick shuffle. Recent, past, present, future, please, Spirit, in regards to Ray and Desha. Recent, past in regards to Ray and Desha. One of you had to put something in order, like maybe something's happened to one of you lately, like a job thing or I don't know, there's something, or a family issue. Someone's had to like fix something. Okay, Seven of Swords in the reverse, recent, past. What else, please, Spirit? Thank you. The Lovers in the reverse. Okay. What is going on here? What else, Spirit, please? Recent, past. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. He could be he could be Earth sign. We've got Gemini in the reverse. The Lovers. There was a choice made in the recent past to learn to trust each other more. Okay, so one of you is finding it difficult to trust the other. All right, I wouldn't say both of you here. There's definitely one of you. And it's very difficult to get over this. So something could have happened either in the relationship, or something could have happened with, say, you or him in a past relationship, and you know there was lying, cheating, deception, and a relationship finished, and now it's very hard in this relationship to trust. Or it could be something else. It doesn't have to be a third party. Okay. All right. There's been an opportunity here. I'm not sure whether you took it or not, to sort of like I want to say join resources. So I don't know if you live together, or you've talked about being together more, or the relationship going to another level. All right, let's have a look and see. Present energy. I think things are pretty good right now. All right, I think things are quite happy right now. Maybe you've, like, whatever petty arguments and squabbles you've had in the past, I feel that things are good right now, okay? I mean, they may not be moving forward super fast, but they're good, right? You're happy. Let me know if this resonates in the present moment. Yeah. You've got the High Priestess. Something could have happened since March in the relationship. Something different. Something could have changed. High Priestess is Pisces. We've got Gemini here. Page of Cups. Got really strong Pisces energy here. Yeah, there's that commitment card. I don't know if you've been thinking about more commitment, or like you've been wanting to go to the next level, or both of you have in the relationship, putting any past disagreements or any trust issues behind you, really wanting a new start. And I feel that intuitively, with this being in the center of the reading, the High Priestess, I feel this is your energy. I feel that you have this like deep knowing that you have a very spiritual connection, and that you feel that this is your person, like this is the person you're going to be with. They're coming across as a little bit more emotionally disconnected, possibly, or immature, without being condescending, like than you are, perhaps. But like they try, they try to be romantic, okay? There could be something going on with your work or his work. But as far as the relationship's concerned, you're really sort of like possibly trying to manifest the next level of your relationship, where things are going to get deeper, more committed. Okay. He does love you very much. Okay. But there's a lot here about like striving for success, I want to say, in his energy. Yeah, he's a bit of a workaholic, this person. Okay. You want things to change. There's really strong Pisces. Tell me who's Pisces, Sun or Rising. Really strong Pisces here. Okay. Let's have a look at near future in regards to where the relationship's going, please, Spirit. Where's this relationship going? There is a really cutesy feeling, though. There's really like a lot of love, a lot of respect, a lot of caring. Like he really does like put you on a pedestal. He could be a bit younger than you, but if he's not, it could be just like he acts a lot younger, he looks maybe younger, or he just feels younger. He's a younger soul, okay? He's a younger soul. Judgment. I'm going to put that in the upright. So there's going to be a time here. You're very spiritual. You're having a spiritual awakening right now. 110,000%. 110,000%. And there may be a period of time coming up that you feel that you not separate, but you feel like you want to spend a little bit more time alone. The energy of you ascending, awakening, is going to be quite advanced or rapid. And this is happening to most spiritual people right now, okay? This is going to be happening in July. There's going to be a lot of downloads. You may be very tired. You may have a lot of people coming at you and you're like, I can't deal with noise, or I can't deal with people in my energy, okay? Okay. High Strictly Business. So there's an ascension going on for you, 100,000%, the spiritual ascension. And if this reading wasn't a love reading, I'd be talking about a spiritual reading with what's out here on the table, okay? Yeah, so really a lot of meditation probably in July is coming through really, really strongly. You're definitely feeling it in July as far as like ascending to a higher level of spiritual awakening. Yeah, The relationship's going to be super strong, but I feel that in the near future he's going to need to give you time to like rest, or maybe not be together as much with each other until possibly as we go into August. Okay, so like really Spirit's message, I think the relationship is fine. I think if this was, and that's just clarifying the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, if this was a different type of question, which I think it should have been, but you know, it isn't, but it should have been. I think if you were asking about your spiritual awakening, this would be like a wow factor reading, okay, when it comes to that, and ascension, and you just like, wow, you may be coming into some sort of heightened spiritual awareness or gift, like your crown chakra is like opening, like you're really connecting with spirit. You could have some out of body experiences, I'm just going to say, don't be scared of them, but you could like really connect with your guides. You could even see spirit here, okay? You could connect with spirit, but there's something that is coming in that you haven't experienced before, so don't be afraid of it. But that's the main crux of like this reading in the near future. Okay, let's have a look at one more card. I just want to bring out the Healing the Inner Child deck and just pull out one card that you may want to see. There's something about a bicycle or a bike. I don't know if he rides like a push bike, not a motorbike, like a bicycle. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever wanted to ride, or you go to the gym and get on the bike at the gym, or perhaps he rides a bike, but there's something here about a bike. Okay, so I don't know if you like wanted to cycle together. All right, let's have a look and see what's here. Just one card, please, Spirit. Time. Give things time as far as the relationship's concerned. Okay. All right. You have needs. Make sure that you're tending to each other's needs. That's all you need to do. As long as you're kind and you're making sure and making room and time for each other and each other's needs, everything's going to be fine as far as your relationship's concerned. That was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Boundaries. Maybe you need to set some boundaries. I feel it's like more like with yourself, to be able to open to spiritual source, to be able to have time to meditate and open your crown chakra and, you know, get these experiences to come through as well. You need to like set some boundaries with yourself. Maybe replace something with something else, you know, get up early, etc. Go to bed early, have that time for rest, have that time for dreams, have that time for meditation. I've got major ADHD, so it's super hard for me to just go like to commit myself to meditation. 20 minutes max. It's so hard. Okay. All right. I'll check Ali. Ali, if you donated, thank you very much. And if you did, I'll do your reading next. Okay. So I don't see your donation here, Ali. Okay. All right. I don't see your donation, Ali. It would have come through my email. Ashish, post your question. I don't see it. I mean, it might come through in a second, but I don't see it here. It hasn't come through. Okay. You might want to check your PayPal. Okay. Hold on, guys, please. You can watch it when the live is over, but you will be on the list, and I'll be a second, guys. Thank you. No, it didn't go in, Ali. It hasn't gone in. You need to check your PayPal, mate. Okay. Ashish, is my third eye opening? Is that your question? What's your email? Traveling. It's in the description. My email's also in the description. Okay. travelingtarot72@gmail.com. Okay. Ashish, can you please like make that question a little bit more? Okay, let's do a spiritual reading for you, okay? Let's just do a spiritual energy reading for you. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Okay. Let's see what's here for you. What's here for Ashish? Let's see, because these are really beautiful colors, and we can also use the Psychic Tarot, which has the chakras in this deck. Everyone's third eye is accessible, all right? So let's just get that clear. Everybody's third eye is accessible to tune into. And your third eye is linked to, oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, Spirit. Your third eye is linked to your higher self. So it's about, and when we talk about higher self, how I see it, how I view it, is that we're two entities in one body. Okay, we're our human self, our flesh, our blood, our bones that carry us around. And we are our soul, we're our spirit, and we're able to access this through our third eye. So we're able to view our human self. And I found it difficult to do this when I started practicing this. And it takes a while to practice to get it so that you are constantly your higher self viewing everything, not just in your body, but externally too. So you will know if your third eye is opening. Everyone's third eye is accessible, okay? All right, let's have a look here. There's something about a period of healing that you need to go through. And like I said, your third eye is accessible. You can start training yourself to view yourself from a different perspective, or view the world from a different perspective, okay? But there's a need here to work on your heart chakra, okay? Possibly to cord cut some people from your life. The cord cut card came out, okay? It isn't about being right, it's about doing the right thing. There's something here about like really working on any dogmatic behaviors, okay? There's dogmatic behaviors here that are possibly, and that means like you're right, everybody else is wrong. Now, I'm not saying that everything you do is like that, or you behave in that way constantly, but like I have been in that situation, especially in my career. Like when I know that like I'm right, but we also have to let other people have their opinions and their views. My brother is so dogmatic, like I can't be around him, because you can't have a conversation with someone who's like, I'm right, you're wrong. And it's like, okay, well, you just do the talking then. I won't have an opinion. Just talk your head off then, right? So it's about really looking at our behaviors and our views and opinions and perspectives of things. And I'm not talking about your we can talk about third eye here, but until, it takes a while to practice. It takes a while to practice for when you wake up in the morning and put your feet on the floor to automatically be in third eye mode, like on a constant basis. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. And even if it's not like talking to others, like on a physical plane, this is interesting. Even if you're not literally talking to a person and being dogmatic in your view about or opinion in regards to a physical person, it could be things you watch or opinions you have on social media. I'm still working on this, where I can judge something and then have to go to my higher self has to say, hold on, human self or my ego, I'm judging that, and I shouldn't be judging the way that person acts or looks or whatever, because we've been conditioned, right, since birth. And as we're getting like growing and getting older and being more aware of our spiritual side, and you know, I didn't get into spirituality like heavily until I'd say probably 2019, 2017. Okay, so that's only like say 10 years ago, and I'm 53, right? So there's a big portion of my life, and there's maybe a big portion of other people's lives, where they are conditioned, and sometimes we have to pull ourselves up and pull ourselves back, right? And go, hold on a minute, I shouldn't judge that, or I shouldn't be envious or jealous of that, or I don't have to believe in this. It could be AI even. I don't have to, you could just see it as, you know, my friend, he posts like crazy stupid photos of things that, of videos that are AI. And I say, don't put that on your status, right, on WhatsApp. Like, that's stupid. It's like, it's AI. It's not real. And he's like, really? And it's like, no, it's not real. So there's a cutesy way of looking at people that do things that don't necessarily get it like we do, okay? I hope this is making sense. What has come out is you're a healer. And you have heal yourself to heal the world. Your gift in this world, Ashish, is to heal others. And someone's also said this to you in the past, Spirit saying, okay, you're a healer. So work on healing anything you need to heal, because you have something to do. You have a mission here, okay? There's a fear of death. Do you have a fear of death? There's a fear of death here. Don't be afraid of death. Not because we shouldn't be afraid of death, because we shouldn't be, but like you've got many years left, Spirit's saying, because you've got a mission and you haven't hardly touched the surface of the healing that you need to do. I do feel that you're going to write some sort of poetry or a book or something here as well. All right. What else do we have, please, Spirit? Show me clearly. Anything else for Ashish that they need to know? Okay. Things are going to start speeding up for you, all right? Things are going to start moving very fast. Nothing there. You're going to help people like change the way they are, the behaviors, by something that you're either writing or putting out there on YouTube, okay? Or another platform. Or even your poetry. There's something here about writing. I don't know if you know you like to write. I'm getting Virgo energy as well. I'm also picking up Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Spirit's asking you to listen to frequency 639 I've got for you, okay? This opens your heart chakra, which is also on the table here with that heal the world to heal yourself. And like, look at your relationships you have with other people. There's things about finding more harmony or peace in relationships. This is heart chakra energy, 639 frequency. So if you put it into YouTube, you'll find loads of shorts, okay? The shorts are better than the longer videos and not really the hertz frequencies. They just rope you into trying to watch them. I think they call it clickbait. Okay, let's pull out some more cards. Yeah, this is giving you some sort of clarity about your mission, especially. Perhaps you're telling people, perhaps you're helping people, I should say, not telling. Perhaps you're helping people about, you know, their perceptions of certain way of behavior or the way they think or judgmental things. Like you're healing that about people, okay? Don't be afraid to say to a friend, you shouldn't judge like that, or you shouldn't say things like that, okay? Don't be afraid to do so. Look at this with the book. Like I said, something about writing. We've got the Hermit in the reverse. It's definitely time to gift your talents and abilities to people. All right, especially for those, like there's something with you about communication. Like you're a very good communicator. It's almost like a mediation job or something like that would be amazing for you. Yeah, definitely something about supporting people with like the way they speak, the way they think, okay? That's your reading, okay? Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure that, I'm just gonna check. So I didn't get a donation. It always comes through my email. I don't have any problems with that. So we'll move on. Alexandra, post your question. And then we've got GD. Make sure they're good questions, guys. Think about your questions before you put them out there, all right? And if you are asking a question about if you're doing a general, I'm going to do a particular like spread that I do, current, like action, potential outcome, or if I feel it's like a past, present, future scenario. If it's a question about a person or your relationship with them, I'll use the Light Seers deck, okay? Alexandra, post your question. I'm drinking so much water, it's so hot, like guys, it's like June the, what is it, 15th, 14th? It is super hot, like far out. That's the thing here, I don't have aircon in my main house because I've got such high ceilings. They're like 30-foot ceilings. So like, I think they made these houses so that you could put a second floor in later if you wanted, not that I ever would. But yeah, I think having an aircon in the main room, I don't know whether it's a good idea because it may just, all the cool air just may go up to the ceilings. I don't know. I've been toying with it, but I think maybe before the summer again, which will be like start of November. The entire world is hot this year. Alex, you're not there. GD, post your question. I'm not waiting for people, guys. If you miss your turn, we're going to go to the next person, okay? Sorry, but it's like we just can't wait for people. Everyone's waiting for a reading. We can't wait for people, okay? GD, what my breakthroughs will I have in my workplace upon my return? Okay, have you been off for a reason? Have you been off through ill health, or have you been on holidays? Like, why have you been off? Have you had a baby? Have you left a job and are going back to it? Tell me, please. All right, let's look at the rider and the. I'm going to have a look at this because this question isn't about a particular person. So I'll use oracles and Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Okay, sick leave. Oh, for 4 days. I thought you meant like some sort of extended leave. Okay. Kritika, you're on my list. Okay, so don't worry, I've got the list. I'm just going to pull one card here. We're going to have a look at what happened when you were away from work and what will happen when you're back. All right. So things you don't know, things you can't see, things that not hidden stuff, nothing deceptive, but we'll see what comes out, like what was said about you. Okay, you have a deep knowing about something in regards to this situation. So what's your intuition telling you? You can let me know what that is, because what the cards say may be different. Okay. What's happened since you, like, what's been happening while you haven't been there? So you have an intuitive feeling that something's been going on at your work. Either literally about a project or something, or with a boss or with another person. This could be like something to do with you, yourself. Okay. What does that mean? I don't know about neurodivergent. I don't understand it. I'd have to start researching that. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. Okay, thank you, Katika 431. Are you the same person? Elaine, is that the same person? Kritika, I've already got you on the list after Elaine. There was no major decisions made while you weren't there, okay? There was no major decisions made when you were not there. That's what's come out, okay? We've got strength, Leo. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. There possibly was somebody looking after your work or your job for you while you were not there. I don't think anything major went on or any major decisions were created here. Leo energy is significant. There could be something coming up in the month of August, okay? There is a female at your work, possible earth sign, somebody who's just very grounded, very switched on. I wouldn't worry about the fact that you weren't there, okay? It's not like coming out like anything happened or anything like that, okay? All right. But you have a close bond with this female, whoever they are, because the strength cards come out. So there's a new opportunity possibly coming in from a masculine at your work. It may be outside your work though, all right? It could have something to do with that star quality, okay? So something to do with the acting or whatever else you do on the side, okay? Let's have a look, because you said that you usually make the major moves at work. Okay. A radio drama. Okay. Right, let's have a look. What else? What's coming up for your work in the near future? You're going to get more clarity on something here that you've possibly been waiting to hear about. You may have also, while you've been away, made some sort of decision which you're going to speak on, either about the business or about a person there. Interesting. Okay. Queen of Wands, it's about a female possibly, or you could be the fire sign, but this is like, I feel it's more like you've had a new idea about how you can grow something or integrate something into the business, okay? It could be in regards to a female or an ending. Somebody possibly, and things are more secure. The ending could be a masculine that left, or a feminine. Could be someone who is quite like free with their words, I'm going to say, right? Possibly someone who gossiped or was envious or jealous, or there's something here where you have something to say. I hope this is making sense. Anything else? Yeah, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Perhaps you're going to talk to somebody here, maybe it's the Queen of Pentacles, about how you had to make a decision, or whether things like this is in the reverse. So how things were totally out of control or upside down. Could be to do with finances as well, because it is the Pentacles. And you've got a new opportunity here coming in where some new doorways opening up. Wow, wow, this is amazing. You've literally got, taking the cards at the bottom of the deck, all four aces in your reading. There's something here about you really dedicating yourself to a completely new beginning at work and creating something that's going to be beneficial, not just to yourself, but to many, many people. So you've got new doorways opening up here, new prospects, new job opportunities, new growth. You're using all the tools in your toolbox here with the Magician, and you have all four aces on the table. So ultimately, literally, you have 8 aces here. There's a lot. Don't bite too much off, all right? There's something about you going back with vigor and saying, I've got this idea and this idea, and we're going to do this, and do this, and this is a good opportunity, and that's good for growth, and that's good for financial. It just seems a bit too rushed or too much. Even though, like, I feel good stuff because we've got the World and the Magician, right? I feel that you need to think a little bit more, and that's why the Ace of Swords is here in your current energy, and figure out what to bring to the table first without overwhelming people. Because you might be okay going, yeah, we're going to do this, this, and this, and people might go, whoa, this is too much. This chick sound like, you know, on one. So there's something about the opportunities that is going to be loads of new things coming in, but don't rush things, okay? There's a need to let's slow it down a little bit, okay? Because other people can't keep up with you. You've got 4 aces, too much to bring to the table, right? Way too much. Pick your poison, so to speak, okay? Figure out what you want to bring into people first, because not everyone's like you. You can't just, you can deal with like 50,000 things at once. That's what's showing me, but not everyone can, okay? So just make sure that, you know, whatever you want to bring in, and you want to bring in progression, obviously, because you got all those aces, just make sure that you're doing it slowly to other people's sort of pace, not your pace, because your pace is like out of control, which isn't a bad thing, but it's a little bit too much for people. Priscilla, post your question. Thank you. Let's have a look and see what's here for Priscilla. GD, sky's the limit is after Priscilla. I have Tourette's. Oh, I have Tourette's. No. Do you, Elaine? Hi, Michelle. I'll put you on the list. Ellie's off the list. Right. General, what you need to know. All right, we're going to keep using the rider. I'm feeling good about this deck today. Sometimes, like, I'll be like, oh, I'll use that or I'll use that, but I'm not picking up main energy except with this deck mainly, okay? So we're going to move all these decks out of the way. This is too much going on. I want the table to be clean and clear, okay? All right. What does Priscilla need to know, please, Spirit, for a general right now? What's the main energy? What's the most important things for her? There's a feeling of you banging your head against a brick wall about a person or a situation. It's like nothing seems to change. And maybe you've tried to help someone, okay? You're really loyal to them. They may be a friend. It may be a sibling. But there's also a need here to understand that you're helping them more if you don't help them. Okay? We all need to find things out the hard way sometimes, most of the time, if it's my story, if it's a lame story, right? Sometimes that's, we get to a certain age and we realize that our life is like very secluded, it's supposed to be a lonely journey, because it's, well, not necessarily lonely, but it's supposed to be a solo journey. Something about you being strong enough here to help someone else, but not necessarily having to, or should help someone else, if that makes sense, okay? All right, what's going on here? You may be asking a lot of questions right now in regards to your happiness and what it means. I do feel that there's some sort of childhood healing here. Like you may be saying, what is my purpose? What is my star? So you may be doing like a lot of deep diving. I'm seeing the swan spirit in the animal spirit deck. You may be like doing a lot of deep diving about what your purpose is, and it may be hard to trust or hard to sit in the present moment and just like be right now. There's a lot astrologically going on, guys, like between now and the end of August, so just like buckle up, but like just keep it real. Know that this will pass. So you're asking a lot of questions. You may be even delving into ancestral stuff, or family tree. There's something here about your family lineage. That's what this is. Hold on a second. There's definitely some sort of block here, like family ancestral block. So, I mean, there's karma, not good or bad karma, but there's just like karmic stuff going on here. All right, what's going on here? Let me know if this is resonating. Maybe you're being very nostalgic and you're thinking a lot about your family or where you come from, your purpose. Or where do I come from? You're saying to yourself, why? You're doing like you're questioning things. Let me know if this is making sense. If it isn't, this could be something coming up where you're spending, I want to say July and August would be very significant with this, okay? Where you're trying to get more secure in knowing who you are and what makes you happy. And a lot of this may be to do with some, oh, wow, okay. Now, you don't have to answer this question, but what was your relationship like with your father? Because you've got the paternal line in the reverse. Okay. There's something like your journey is a lot to do, or your soul path has got a lot to do with healing some sort of father wounds here. All right. What else do we have, Spirit, please? What's coming up? Something about a father in reverse, grandfather, father, not having a present father, having a difficult relationship with the father. Present moment. July is going to be a difficult month for you. Okay, it's going to be a difficult month for all of us. And I think by August, you're going to be happy. But Spirit's asking you to really ask some questions, actually possibly physical questions to your mother, or questions in regards to why certain things broke down, and whether you need to like just relive certain things in your mind or whatever and just release them, and so you can move on, right? And then you can just be in the present moment more, because you may have something, even subconsciously, that is still there. You've got the by the book Libran energy here. There's a new life, right? And there's a lot of changes coming in for you. But before these do, there's a need to really look at and like ask Spirit, pray, ask for guidance, ask for signs. Do you want to mend this relationship or not? Because if you don't, that's fine too. But there's a need here to heal from it. Okay. Let me see if I can tap into this here. Who is this? I'm getting the letter P, but that's all I'm getting. Like if your grandpa is around, and I'm sure he is watching you, I'm getting the letter P, but that's all I'm getting. Like I said, I'm not getting anything. And if Spirit wants to come in, they will come in, but he's not coming in, all right? So, at all. But I'm not getting anything from that, okay? That was your reading, Priscilla, okay? Keep asking for guidance. And I'm just going to read Hebrews 13:6, which was actually, you know, we had, hold on a second. Fuck, I'm just hitting the wrong buttons. which is all about encouragement and emphasizing like our trust in God over human fear. And Hebrews 13:6 says, "The Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me?" So like, keep having that trust, okay? In its core, this verse means that because God is a constant protector and provider, believers can face earthly trials and the opinions of others with fearless confidence. Okay. Fear is a natural human emotion, but this verse challenges believers to rise above it through faith. And peace that comes from surrendering to earthly anxieties to God. Okay. God holds ultimate authority. Okay. And we do not have to be intimidated by the threats of the world. Okay. So that was a message for everyone from my download this morning. And I just wanted to share that with everybody. And hopefully I'm going to ask Spirit to give me more scriptures, because I got that immediately when I woke up this morning. And I've never got a download that's so precise, ever. Like literally, chapter 13, verse 6, that's what they said to me. And I said, well, what book of the Bible? And they said Hebrews. And I was like, okay. Then immediately I got my phone and I started looking at it, and I was like, no way, this is cool. This is cool. I want this to happen more often, please, Spirit. Okay, the next person is Sky's the Limit, and then Elaine. Sky's the Limit, post your question, please. Hi, Del Girl Jackson. I'll put you on the list. Sky's the Limit, you are next. Please post your question, otherwise we'll go to Elaine. If you're not here, you will miss your turn. I'm going to read my list. It's Sky's the Limit, Elaine, Kel Lira, or Kai Lira, Kritika, Marissa, Celine, Rochelle, Del Girl Jackson. Okay. Please don't post your question until I ask you to. That I'd appreciate that, because otherwise the feed just gets clogged up with questions. Thank you, Elaine. Spirit wants me to bring forward some animal messages for you, Elaine, today, relating to your reading, your question. Let's have a look. When will I ask for spiritual awakening? I'm kind of curious. What do you mean, when will you ask for it? We're going through it. We're all going through it right now. When will you ask for it? Let's just see what Spirit wants you to know about a spiritual reading, a spiritual general today for you. What does Elaine need to know the most? Ooh. This is really nice. Number 7. So there's a lot of 7s coming out lately, whether they're the 7 of Pentacles, Cups, whatever, or whether they're just 7s in the Oracle cards. This is all about the month of July. Spirit is saying, you know, get ready for this. It's going to be some sort of really beautiful... okay, there's going to be some sort of beautiful epiphany here in July for you. There's a lot of ascension going on in July. There's disclosure coming out as well, okay? You may see winged creatures, dragonflies, bees, moths, butterflies, okay? That is your spirit guides. They're just letting you know they're there, and they're showing you in physical form. Gnats, anything, okay? Like that. You've got earth and air energy here. Spirit is urging you to go outside the box with like your ideas here, okay? It's time for a beginner's mind. It's time to start thinking in a different way, possibly about your projects as well. You've got sweet results await. So you will have ascension symptoms. You probably already like have them. I know you have. And then you've got this beautiful little groundhog spirit. Time to let go. It's time to let go of the past way of doing things, the past way of thinking, especially we're in Gemini season. We're also in like the age of Aquarius, right? So, you know, it's time to start really bringing your ideas to life, basically. Bring your ideas to life. I'm seeing that, and the eel spirit. Something about gratitude here. I already feel that you're very grateful though. There's something about you possibly being a bit prickly with the porcupine spirit. You know, there's something here about taking constructive criticism, only if it's constructive, right? And it's time to really use that mind of yours. There's something about thinking on your feet. So get grounded. 2 earth energies here. You've got the butterfly spirit. What did I just say about butterflies? There's a big transformation coming in the way you think and your speech, okay? And there's open to infinite possibilities. So a lot of changes. This is a really positive reading. You've now got water energy. There's the butterfly spirit again. Transformation is beautiful. So there's something really changing about, you know, within you. And I'm going to say by August, you're really going to be stepping into your power here. We've got things speeding up. It's the number 8. No, it's not. Why did I say it's the number 8? Oh, because we've got the antelope spirit. So we've got that 8 infinity symbol, which is very much like magician energy. So you're stepping into a time where you're realizing how powerful a creator you are. There's this swan spirit. It came out in the reverse. I think you've already done your healing. I mean, I think there's still like some things we always need to work on, but it's time to let go. If you've got anything that you're hanging on to on a heart chakra level, it's time to let it go, because I think you've already done a lot of work. You've already been through enough deep dives and dark nights of the soul. It's now time to use that like intellectual mind as well as your creativity, but it's about combining them, right? I'm seeing the magician energy. Probably because of that infinity symbol, and stepping into this period of time. I'm going to say in the next 3 to 6 months, probably the next 3 months, where you're really being able to like be authentic, and people are going to hear you. You're using your voice. Look at this, the canary spirit, right? So the way you think, you'll be speaking this out to others. So this is something about being very eloquent and affluent. All right, I'm getting those 2 words. Okay, so what you're speaking out is like, it has substance here. People want to listen, and people are going to see your transformation. There's so much possibility coming through, but take constructive criticism, and also like don't be like defensive. The porcupine spirits here, like think outside the box a little. All right, especially with your projects and career, because sweet results await and things are going to get really quick and fast for you. Thank you, Elaine. That was your reading. Kai, Lyra, and then Kritika. I've got 13 people on here. If you haven't been here before, please say hi in the chat. Please talk to Elaine. I'll put you on the list for a free reading. If you want to donate and have it next, you can do that too. The PayPal link's below. I go live lots. I don't normally come on live in the morning, so I'm never on a Sunday morning. I need to do this more often. All right. Thanks, Elaine. Bloody catastrophe. No problem. Let me know your name, please. Kritika, post your question. Kritika, post your question. Thanks, Heidi. I'll put you on the list, okay? All right, so Kritika is next. Hi, Christine. I'll put you on the list from San Diego. We'll be in San Diego next year for a trip. Yeah, well, I'm going to come see you, beautiful people. We're going to do some ghost hunting. We're going to do a few meetups. and yeah, I'm really excited for that. Super excited, super excited. Like, I've even had, like, I've literally been watching on YouTube, like, all the good like the best eats in Atlanta and the best eats in, like, San Fran and the best eats in New York. And I'm just like, you're going a bit over the board now. I'm getting a bit too excited, okay? General for Katika, we'll use the Animal Spirit deck. I'm very much leaning towards spiritual readings today. I did have that download, like, last night, my time, which would have been last night, your time. And I bought that in the live this morning, Hebrews 13:6. So go ahead and have a look at what that means. Okay, Hebrews chapter 13 verse 6. So I am getting, like, very more biblical, spiritual, sort of like God, angels, guides readings for today. It's sort of been a little bit like that, hasn't it? That's okay. More sort of like spiritual messages, advice and focus, please, for Kritika. There's something hidden here. You're not seeing all sides of a situation here. Thanks, Elaine. Hold on a sec. You're not seeing, like, all sides. Perhaps it's to a conversation with a person or a group of people. Maybe you feel that you're not getting all the information. Maybe you feel something's been hidden. That's what I'm picking up, like, straight away, Kritika. Like, you feel something's been hidden from you, or you're not getting everything, or someone's keeping something from you. Okay. Let's see what else comes out. And there's something about feeling gullible or naive, or perhaps people think you are naive right now, or gullible, but you're not. All right, because you've switched on that something's not right here, and you're not getting. Someone's keeping something from you. Okay, let me know if this makes sense. Okay. Right. Now, when I see Chosen 144 in my mind, and that dude is so funny, but, like, go ahead and watch him. So funny. Fun YouTube channel. Very fun. I'm getting his energy here, where I'm sort of like going, there's a block here. Kritika, I feel like someone is trying to block you into, like, from moving forward. And this card on here, there's, like, it's really hard to see, but there's, like, an eye here. And it feels like someone's keeping their eye on you. They don't want you to move forward. There's a block here, like a spiritual block. Someone doesn't want you to be successful at something. They want to keep you stuck. They're watching you. They're watching what you're going to do next. Huh. Fuckers. Okay, hold on. You've got at least one person here. I think it's one. I don't think it's more than one that doesn't want you to step into your personal power. That wants to keep you small. So this could be someone who's controlling. This could be someone in career where, like, they see you leveling up and they don't want you to get the promotion, or there's something here. Really, really, really envious energy. Okay, what else do we have? Ooh, yeah. Watch your words. There could be monitoring spirits around you as well. The parrot spirit is about being very careful with what you say right now. Right? Gemini energy is all about speech, and it's all about choices as well. Gemini energy, it's about, you know, the choices we make. Don't come in quickly here with saying something that you'll regret. This card is also Gemini energy. Okay, hold on a second. You have some sort of idea here and you're wanting to say it. But I don't think you're doing it in a malicious way. I don't think it's like, be careful what you say or how you say it, Kritika. I don't feel it's like that. I feel it's like, be careful what, because you had the, where is it? About the good, you've got some sort of bright idea. And Spirit's saying, be careful who you tell this bright idea to, because someone could literally take this from you or claim it as their own. Someone's not wanting you to level up, but they're quite happy to sort of like go on your coattails. Or Spirit, show me clearly if this is like devil energy or Seven of Swords energy. Someone could be trying to be nice to you, but they're not. I wouldn't trust, you know, use your intuition. There's someone around you that's trying to come in, or like, I'll help you with that or whatever, and you're like, no thank you, death. I'd put an end to that situation or person, like in like stop talking to them or stop spending time with them. What's going on here, please, Spirit? Yeah, it could be a masculine as well. It doesn't have to be a feminine. Some could be trying to interfere in a family dynamic. It doesn't have to be career either. I feel it's career. Yeah, you've got the Five of Swords. Someone's being dogmatic and, you know, their approach to you, which means it's my way or the highway. Like, if I don't care if you believe it, Kritika, or not. It's just like, you know, this is what I think and that's it and that's the way it is. So there's a very trying to control how you say things, how you think, how you operate, how you behave. What the fuck's going on here, Kritika? Okay, tell me if this is making sense to you, because it's not making sense to me. Of course, it's not my life. Don't worry about this, though. Like, don't worry about it. Spirit's saying you're the magician, right? You can create anything, and this is why this person, could be doing... There's definitely someone trying to slow you down. Someone could be casting spells, or like, definitely with the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Gemini energy. And I'm also warning everyone online not to practice black magic spells to hurt anyone else or slow anyone down or stop someone from seeing someone else, because it's only going to come back to you. All the spells I do are protective spells and to bring people in for good, not for bad, okay? What else is here? Yeah, 10 of Wands. Something's definitely really burdening you, or someone's burdening you, and you need to let go of them energetically. You could also cord cut from this person, right? Magician's here again. That's another question, Kritika. Okay, 10 of Cups. As soon as you let go of this person, either energetically through cord cutting, or just like stand up for yourself and just say no, or set boundaries with this person, they're going to continue to try and keep you small. Okay, so I don't know who this is. The Devil's here. There you go. In the reverse, you need to cord cut from someone here. It's time to do this, so you can walk away or heal from this situation, all right? And it's someone who's close enough to you, 2 of Cups in the reverse, Page of Cups in the reverse, that's gonna like try and manipulate your emotions, okay? That's the reading, okay? I only bring forward what Spirit wants me to bring in, okay? Elaine, post your first question. And I'm gonna have a quick break in a second, guys. Thank you. All right, I'll take care. You need to take more than care, all right? The veil is extremely thin right now. You need to like cord cut from, if you know who this person is, you need to cord cut from them. You need to do the cord cutting ritual. You can do that, okay? I will take care, thank you. If anyone needs any support in entity attachments, you can always email me and I can support helping you with that, okay? To be able to cut those ties from those people. Okay. Elaine, Hi Christine, how are you? Career reading for the next 6 months from now. I am looking forward to the offer that my career counsellor had given me and applied already. Okay, let's have a look. I think there's some, I mean, with that oracle reading that we did before, I think that was very career related. I think there will be like a lot of success. We've talked about this before as well. Like this year, a lot of it was to do with your career. And I think you're stepping in, Elaine, into the second half of your year really. It's like really ramping up, like big time, in regards to, well, positivity within your career, right? So let's have a look and see. What we're going to do is I'm just going to pull some cards for like, just let's do a storyline. All right, let's do a storyline with this. I'm getting storyline energy. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Cups in the reverse. I don't think that you have okay, this is interesting. I don't think that you have like you have in your heart, you know what you want to do as far as your career path, etc., but you know that like also that it's not like going to maybe pay the bills right now or whatever. Okay, there's something here that you've got your heart set on, but you're open now. You're being open to new opportunities, and you're slowly, because the Chariot came out like that, like not like this, it came out like that, not in the reverse, it was in the upright. Spirit is slowly like seeing that you're like leaning more towards what they're trying to intuitively tell you, that you need to think outside the box a little bit more and go in a different direction. Because even if you do a career path or a job that is going to help you pay the bills and whatever, yeah, you not really want to do it. It may just be like something to tide you over, or you know, when you start a job that you think you're going to like, then it ends up, or a government job or whatever you're going to be doing, then you're like, did I sign up for this? But stick something out here, okay? Because it's not necessarily the job. It's you're spending time at work. You're spending a lot of time at work, right? It's the people you're meeting. It's the relationships you're building. It's the vibe, it's being around others. Perhaps you're, you know, in an environment there's going to be loads of other people. You mean meeting new people and having new experiences, and you're going to go out with these people, and you're going to go to a place, and then you're going to meet someone, and then, you know, that's just how life works, right? Oh my God, yes, thoughts. Yeah, so this is just part of your soul journey. So you're coming round to this idea that you're giving into it, sort of thing. It's like, okay, let's just do it and see what happens. I'm not going to like it, Spirit. I promise you I'm not going to like it, but let's just fucking do it. And then actually when you start it, you're like, this isn't too bad. Actually, I just met this friend and they're going to be like best friends forever, sort of thing. Like, I know this person is meant to be in my life. Maybe this is why I started working here. All those sort of scenarios, okay? So I really like this, okay? The Lovers is at the bottom of the deck. So this is mainly about the connections that you are going to be creating, okay? That will change your life. The people that you're going to be meeting within your career will change your life. And usually when I do career readings, hardly any Pentacles energies come up, because a lot of the times when Spirit leads us to work at a certain place, it's either for a lesson, a reason, or like to have a nightmare happen and then realize what we don't like. Or like what happened to me, and I had my injury nearly 4 months ago, and my arm's still fucked, and I can't go back to work. And it showed me how much I appreciate my primary job. Right, when I was asked, like when I was thinking so much about like leaving, I'm just like, I can't imagine a worse thing to do right now in my life is to leave there. So like things happen for reasons, right? What's your second question? Let's just pull some more cards. Yeah. So you're coming into a job, I'm going to say in the next few weeks, that is going to be really comfortable. You're going to be really happy there. You're going to grow to love the people. You're going to have an amazing boss. And I think also that you're stepping into some sort of like, you're feeling powerful, right? You're feeling grounded. You're feeling powerful. Finances are coming in, right? And you're feeling strong. Yeah, by August, And that's why I said 4 weeks, because I feel it's closer than 4 months. When I saw that 4 card, it was a time frame card, I feel. Like in the next 4 weeks. And look, you got at the bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. It's exciting new opportunities. It's going to bring finances in, and friendship. And that's a big reason. And 1221 on the screen's been there for a while, so that's 3-3, and 3s have been coming out all week, as you know. 3s are all about connections, okay? Okay, I've been on for an hour and a half. Just going to do a lane second question, then we're going to go to a quick break. I'm going to have a quick break before we finish the live at, what time is it? We'll finish the live at around 10 a.m, just after 10 a.m, which will be 10 p.m. my time. I saw the Page of Wonder. Every time I see the Page of Wands, I'm going to think it's called Wonder. Wonder. That's funny. I read myself 2027 has lots of cups, wondering what that's all about. All right, let's have a look and see if 2027 has a lot of heart chakra energy. Show me, please, Spirit, what's here for Elaine. And if you do miss your turn today, guys, I will be on tonight, New York Eastern Standard Time, approximately 6 p.m. Okay, maybe a little bit earlier. If you want your reading today 100% and you're further down the list, which I'll read in a second, you can donate if you like to get your reading done, definitely today. Otherwise, I've got like 20 minutes left. Okay. You got the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, you got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You got the Page of Cups. Right, okay. So the answer to that is yes. And you got the King of Cups. That's funny. There's a lot of cups here. I feel that you will be dating a lot in 2027. I think there's going to be some disappointments. There's going to be some people that are controlling. I think 2027 may be a big year. You'll be learning about love, okay? I would definitely focus for the rest of this year on your career, okay? Let's pull some cards. What's all the cups in 2027? Does this mean love, please, Spirit? Show me clearly. There's going to be lots of different scenarios, I feel, with different people. I think that you are going to be dating more than you have this year. You'll definitely have a relationships that will go wrong. You'll have the relationships that will go right. And the year of 2027, like, this is showing me like how you can learn to be more patient when it comes to finding love, and also learn to stop your thoughts affecting your emotions and your emotions affecting your thoughts. So there's a lot of heart chakra healing, okay? This is heart chakra healing. How does everything you think affect what you feel? And how much of it is true? And how much of it is an illusion? What we think, most of the time, it's not real, right? 10 of Wands, and you're going to be putting down a certain way of processing relationships, how you feel about love. that you're okay to stand alone, which makes you the most dangerous woman of all, right? Because you don't need anybody else. But that doesn't mean to say you won't have anyone else. But you are putting down any burdens of how you operated in the past when it comes to your relationship with love itself. Okay? Seven of Swords. Wow. You are coming into a time where you're trusting more and you're letting like the wheel of karma take over, the wheel of fate take over, because there's a lot more trust in spirit, right? That certain things are put in your way for just learning, right? And you'll be having some sort of new way of, like I said, thinking, behaving, being. And the sun is here. So your relationship with spirit is extremely powerful. And it is the year of 2027, which is the master number year of 11. This year we're in a 10. We can break that down to a 1, endings and beginnings. And next year is a master number. You don't break down the master number. You'll be being led much more by spirit and your intuition. And to be honest, yeah, you could have a year full of relationships, but I feel it's going to be a very spiritual year. And there's going to be a lot of spiritual shit happening that's going to take priority to relationships. Okay? There's a lot of travel and spiritual and dating. We could like later go into like a more in-depth thing. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to find love in 2027. People from different races, cultures, religions, spaces and places. You could be going on online dating websites. You could be, there's a big like connecting with others while putting yourself first. So this part of this, I feel, will be in the first couple of months in the year, or even like for the rest of this year. This healing the space between your mind and your heart and separating the two instead of like letting them affect each other all the time. Hi blessings. Hi Starry Night. I like your little emoji. It's super cute. Okay. Or your little profile thingo. Starry Night, I probably won't get to you today. I have a big long list and I've been on nearly 2 hours. Guys, I'll be on for half an hour more, okay? And the next person is Marissa. So, Marissa, get ready with your question. I'm just going to shuffle these one more time. If you miss your reading today, I will see you this evening, 6 p.m. if you want to jump on. Happy Sunday, happy new moon. We'll be doing a new moon special, new moon in Gemini tonight. Okay, Marissa, let me know if you're there. Yeah, if you do make a donation, like, thank you. And you will be next if you do. So, up to you. I won't be too long. Blessings, hi. Elaine, hi. Can you please keep asking Marissa to post? But if she doesn't within the next minute or two, then we'll just move on to the next person, who is Celine. And then we've got Rochelle. I know those two are newbies. Okay, so I won't be too long, guys. Oh my God, John was just like barking and barking, and it's like, God, I'm glad that I did like literally have a break, because there's a dog outside, okay? So there's like a drama. Right. Bye, Elaine. Thank you, Elaine. Okay, what's going on? All right, deep thinker. Hi. Diamond Girl, blessings. I've got a big long list still, guys. I've only got 7 people online, so I don't know. Heidi, are you there? I'm going to take your question. Heidi, if you're there, post your question. Christine, if you're there. Heidi, post your question. Let's have a look and see what's here for you. If you're new, welcome. I know those who are new. I've got a very good memory when I look at names. I can't remember names, but I've got a good memory when I read them. So post your question. Hi Rochelle, don't post your question yet, okay, but I will take your reading next. KJ, KJ, just hold on guys. Thank you Rochelle. Okay, I'm just waiting for Heidi's question, and we're going to do Heidi first, and then you guys are going to have to repost your questions because I can't go. Oh fuck, there's some noise outside. I can't go back up through the list looking for people's questions. That's why I say don't post it until I ask you. That's a good question. I've never had that question before. Okay. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite's. No, I'm not. I'm going to use the Wisdom deck. All right. If you hear noise, it's like there's some sort of fucking concert or football thing. I don't know. It's actually miles away. So God knows it must be so fucking noisy where they actually are. And they go on at night here in Bali for like, because I live in Bali, right? And like the shops are open till 10, 11 o'clock at night, which is great. That doesn't happen in Australia, not in Perth anyway. But like everyone, like the whole place comes alive like at 8 o'clock at night, and it goes on till like midnight. Oh, people walking around with dogs, and it's like 10 o'clock at night. It's so different over here than Australia. Okay. What's here for Heidi, please, Spirit? Can you show me clearly what does Heidi need to know right now? What does Spirit want to congratulate on her inner and outer world? And what's the most important messages? Okay, so the congratulations that Spirit wants to bring to you is a good job in understanding what is not for you and what is for you right now. So you're really following your intuition. There's people, places, situations that have been in your life. The last 6 years would have been very significant, or even the past 6 months. But things have been handed to you, shown to you. People have come through into your life, and you're between worlds. You're ascending. You're on an awakening journey, and you're going from a difficult place. The last 6 years could have been super, super hard, okay? And you're going into a much brighter, lighter place. Mentally, emotionally, physically, in every way. And I'm also hearing you're not letting anyone hold you down. I'm getting that song, Ain't Nothing Gonna Break My Stride. I got to keep on moving. Okay, people could have been very significant in your life recently. You could have collaborated or started to actually see people come into your life, or spirits putting people in your way that are supposed to be in your way and supposed to be in your life, and removing things, people, places, situations that are no longer meant to be in your life. And you are really heeding Spirit's warnings, and you're following your faith and intuition, okay? Because you've got this not for you in the reverse. So you're aware what is for you and what isn't as you're moving forward. Okay. You know, whether to take that job, take that, relationship, be a friend to that person, move to that place, stay at the place you're in, and whether it be geographically or, there could be something about a move here as well. That's also coming through. You're following your faith and your intuition here, and it's leading you to happiness. Okay. You're asking a lot of questions to yourself. You're asking a lot of questions to Spirit. You're asking for signs too, possibly. One more card with this deck, and I'm going to pull out some others. Yeah, there's big changes going. You're not afraid to be your own either when you're entering this is huge transformation. Scorpio energy, double Scorpio energy here. As you're moving into this new life, as you're moving forward into a much happier time, you're understanding how you're changing. You're understanding the benefits that it's going to bring to you. And you're happy to be on your own. You may be partnered, married. I don't mean that. I mean, like, you're happy to follow your own path. Virgo energy. And to welcome the change. Let me know if this is resonating, please. Whoops. Okay, you're welcoming the changes. You're putting yourself on a pedestal. You could have been put on a pedestal as well, in general. Okay? You're not mending things or situations with people that you know are past their use by date. You're just moving on, okay? And it's bringing a lot of abundance. And it's all about your self-worth. It's all about, because you're believing more in yourself than you used to, okay? The number 6 again. You're not healing situations with people. You're letting go of things. So say, for example, if you've had a friend that's been super codependent or, like, you know, very needy, you're just letting them go. And you know that it's going to be better for them because they're going to have to sink or swim, right? It's that type of energy. What else do we have? You're believing in yourself. Look at that, believing in yourself. The squirrel spirit, you're believing in yourself. And this is happening for a lot of the spiritual collective right now. You're knowing what to put your resources into, your money into, your time into, your energy into, whether it be people, jobs, just day-to-day life, right? And because of this, things are speeding up. Your abundance is speeding up, and you've been laying a solid foundation for yourself. And you're co-creating this spirit. And it's bringing you a lot of peace in your life. That was your reading. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I wish more people would ask questions like that. Makes sense, right? Okay. Rochelle, post your question. I hope you're enjoying the live, guys, especially for those who haven't been here before. Please tune in again, Eastern Standard Time, New York, at 6 p.m. today. Okay. Let me know where you are in the world. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you, Heidi. I'll try and remember your name next time you're on. Okay. I feel a bit slowed down in Korea. I'm doing a job on the side I prefer. To be honest, I want to leave the other working environment. I've met someone who has opened my mind to new possibilities. Where do you live in Australia? Where do you live, Rochelle? Okay. What's going on in Rochelle's world? I would never tell anyone to leave a job and go to something else. You need to follow your intuition, make your own choices, decisions. Let's see what Spirit wants to bring you forward, okay? Please let me know if this resonates with you, Rochelle. Let me know where you're tuning in from in Australia. Which city? Okay. Let's see what's here for you, Rochelle. You either feel you've gone as far as you can go in your current primary job, and the sideline or the side hustle or the other job makes you feel more alive. This is her looking, she's looking very alive. She's looking very like, I'm excited, I can leap, I can fly, I can be the Fool card energy, right? But You have made a lot of good connections where you are, and possibly very good friendships, okay? So Spirit is advising you here to be more flexible with yourself and take some time out to really think about your decisions. We have a Mercury retrograde on the 29th of June, which goes through and runs till the 21st of July, when there is another new moon, okay? I'm pretty sure. I know it's the 29th of July for 3 weeks, okay? 20th, 19th, 20th of July. I wouldn't be making any major decisions or major moves, and there's a need to possibly reach out to someone who you're very close to get their take on things and get more like information, find out more information, okay? Rochelle, which prefer not to say location? Okay. Why? Okay, so take time out. I spend time in Perth, so I don't know, I don't care. I'll tell people where no one knows where I live, but I spend time in Perth. I'll be going back to Perth in 3 weeks. Okay. Flexible. Yeah, there's a need to be more flexible here. There's a need to like be very careful as well. She's balancing on an egg here that could crack at any time. Okay, so there's a need here to like just don't put all your eggs in one basket here. If you can do both jobs at the moment, I would do both jobs. Karja, thank you. Post your question in a second when I let you know, okay? Let's see what else we got here. The new job, the new thing that you want to put all your time and energy into is possibly a creative. Okay? Or is creative. It could have to do with something spiritual, but it doesn't have to have, but it feels spiritual to you. It feels like the right fit. Okay? You have got changes coming up. You've got 555 in your reading, so go ahead and look at what angel number 555 means online through your search engine. There is a, it's not a warning here, it's like you may be more isolated by leaving your primary job and going to this other thing. It's like, don't cut your nose off to spite your face here. Like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? And just sit on this and get more information. You got another egg, which is fragile, okay? And that card actually came up in the reverse. So Spirit's saying right now, until you're 100% sure, don't disturb your own peace by putting yourself in a situation of massive change that may not pay off. And I'm not saying it won't, all right? But there's a bit like there's a possible isolation from others if you did that, okay? There is some sort of new opportunity coming in here, and you are super blessed here. There's going to be a lot more hard work, but it will lead to a lot of abundance, and you'll know when it's time to go, but it's not right now. Okay, it's not right now. Continue what you're doing. It's not time to leave right now. You will know when you get that fork in the road. You will know. And it's not now. It's not at the moment. I'm going to say that 100%. It's not right now. Okay? Okay. Kaja, post your question. Kaja, post your question, please. I will be leaving the feed, guys, in about 5 minutes. So, you know, if you didn't get your reading today, I will be on this evening. If you're in the US, it's 6 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time. If you're in Australia or in the Southern Hemisphere, It's around 6 a.m. on Monday morning, okay? Haja, I did not get your, unless you, hold on a second. I apologize. I did get your donation. I apologize. Okay. Haja, let's see what's here for you. You must have been on for a long time. You're using my old PayPal account, which I still use, but like, anyway, it's not the one in the description. All right. I love how you like shout at me. I've been told I'll have to learn a lesson this year, which I avoid to learn. The upcoming situations that will push me to learn it for good. What is that lesson about? So who's told you this? I repeat something and there's a lesson. I don't understand what it is. Oh, I understand. Okay. So it's like a pattern. It's like a pattern of behavior. So if you keep going, for example, going back to the same type of person in love and keep getting treated like shit, and then keep going to the next person who's doing the same thing, and you keep going back and you keep going back, and it's still, what's your lesson? Well, your lesson would be self-worth. Now, the deck that is really good for this sort of question is the Animal Spirit deck. So what is the lesson that Kaja's pattern of behavior, doing things, I think it's like arbitrary though. I mean, we do have lessons to learn, but it's ongoing, and we learn a lesson and then we slowly change something, and then that plays out and the way we live in that situation, and then we learn something else. I mean, if they're major like things like going back to people or not learning from relationships with people where we've been treated badly, then that's, you know, a little bit more full on. Part of your lesson is how you speak to yourself and others, okay? Being careful how you process information in your mind as well once you get the information. And sometimes we can get information and we can blow it out of proportion, or we can take it in a different context or the wrong context. So I feel with this, it's more like how you talk to yourself. Where do you confuse yourself where you don't have to? Where you get in situations and you think, yeah, they said that, but they may mean this. And now I'm confused because I think they may mean this. So it's like you'll make up a story in your own mind, and it ends up being like Chinese whispers, and gets emotionally confusing. And then it starts affecting your heart chakra, where you're stressed or have anxiety, because then it's hurting you. The Devil in the reverse. So this is breaking free of a certain pattern of thinking. And I wouldn't be surprised if I saw this Three of Swords. Possibly, this has possibly got to do with relationships. It's possibly just got to do with relationships in general, or the relationship with how you talk to yourself. So this is how you talk to yourself. And it's time for a beginner's mind. It's time to think differently. And those prickles that you have, the defense mechanism, possibly the way you defend yourself, because it's got, okay, hold on a second. This has got a lot to do with your inner child. Maybe you had to defend yourself a lot, or you weren't put first, or you were neglected or abandoned in some sort of way. So you're defending yourself so no one can hurt you. But internally, there's pain. Oh my goodness. All right. But you can heal from this as long as you know what it is. So this is about like saying affirmations to yourself. As soon as you think a negative thought about yourself, cancel, delete, cancel, delete. I always say that, cancel, delete, and replace it with something better. Or, pray to God to help you not overthink things. There's something here about overthinking. I'm seeing like the overthinking card. And then you can have freedom, but you feel that you're not free of this right now, because the freedom spirit's here, but it's in reverse. And it's a good time for you to really start working upon this, okay? And it's not right people put others in a box, but you can't control what others do, right? And you don't have to follow stereotypes. You can just be yourself. And you don't have to explain it. So that's telling yourself that I don't have to explain myself. I am strong. I have free will. I can talk positively to myself. Other people don't have to understand me. So work on this and work on your heart chakra, and also, like your how you feel about yourself, as well as what you say to yourself. And this is in reverse, so this is like you're not there yet, but this is also the angel of divine timing, and in time you will get to learn this, right? This is not just going to come about overnight. This is something you have to train your brain, train yourself to give yourself love, to give yourself the respect that you deserve. And it even comes down to like, when I started to do this, because I went through a similar thing, when I started to do this, I made a schedule, and I literally wrote everything down from what I had to do from the moment I woke up in the morning till the moment I went to bed. And at least 5 of the things were self-love or self-care. Like, do a facial, or one day I'd like soak my feet or meditate for half an hour. All these tiny things add up to caring for yourself, putting yourself first in some sort of way, giving back to yourself, caring for your body, what you ate, etc. Okay, I stopped drinking like in 2024. So like, it's a different story for everybody, all right? And if you do that, if you make some sort of schedule to yourself, Spirit's reminding you to put spirit into your schedule, because you are unique, you are different, you are a creator, you have very strong intuition, and you have a spiritual gift and purpose. And Spirit wants you to find out I'm just getting other stuff now. Spirit wants you to find out what this is, this purpose that you have. Because it's very important, and it's a spiritual purpose to support and help others. So if you look at it like that, I use tarot. Okay, I use tarot to help other people, and oracles. So what's your gift? Hi, Redbeard. How are you? Unfortunately, I'm just doing my last reading for today, but I will be on tonight, okay, at 6 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time. You have a spiritual gift here, but you also have spiritual entities trying to stop you and block you and make you continue, or try to make you continue to follow bad habits and the way you speak to yourself. And if you know who these people are, you can do cord cutting, prayer. Go to the post section of my channel. I do feel you've possibly got an attachment here. Possibly a masculine. Could be an ex. Thank you, blessings. Thank you, blessings. I will be leaving now. So thank you for being here, guys. I've been on 2 hours and I'm going to bed. I'm going to watch Gordon Ramsay Uncharted. I've been watching this really fun. I love him. He's just wonderful. I like his Netflix series, Being Gordon Ramsay. If you've got time, guys, go watch it. It's so, if it's in your country, but it's super good. I love it. All right, you have the spiritual strength. You too, blessings. You have the spiritual strength to get over this conflict within, conflict without. You've got some masculine energies trying to fuck with your energy, and possibly attachments trying to attach to you, or trying to there's definitely some sort of attachment here going on that you need to break free from, and you can do this. Okay, if you want help with that, I can support you. Just email me, we can sort something out. Okay, that was the readings for today. Thank you guys for being here. Keep safe, say your prayers, be grateful, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.